Hello everybody, and welcome to our Monday night stream of City of Mist, episode 20. As always, I am your fucking exhausted and heavily put upon Master of Ceremonies, Jay, and I am joined forever by our wonderful investigators. We have Chris, who is playing Sergeant Maclean.
Also tired.
Yes. Vari, who is playing Effie.
I'm also tired.
Kelly, who is playing Mal.
Really tired.
And Fraser, who is playing Cal.
I'm good.
Because he's got youth on his side.
And monster energy.
5 people and 7 hours of sleep between the lot of us.
I was going to say 4 people and a caffeinated twink.
I would laugh, but he's not
First
wrong.
clip of the show there, Jay.
Yes.
I mean, it just sounds like the start of a knock-knock joke, you know, like four people in a caffeinated twink walking to a bar.
Ouch, it was an iron bar.
Oh, fuck off. Oh, they woke up, it was a Nutrigrain bar. See, it just gets worse the longer you pursue it.
Anywho,
while I search for my little piece of paper that I make the notes of what the clips should be. Last time, our players finally managed to get acquitted of the crime they were framed for at the very, very beginning of our campaign. All those many, many months ago, but in game, I think genuinely less than a week, because time's a bit fucky.
It's quite impressive for the British court system.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, no, because they're Greek.
Been 7 months. It's been 7 months of our real lives.
Well, fuck, man.
Yeah, I was going to say, the Discord didn't even freeze there.
That was just me being
That
taken
was
aback.
crazy.
I was all just taking a minute.
Well, I'm just going to go and reflect on my life. But yeah, no. We had some interesting interactions with Peter Finch, the mysterious Foxman. You know, we had some... we found out that our players are being actively hunted. And, but, you know, why am I telling you all of this when I can just have Chris take it away?
Stardate 24/25/17. Captain's log. Well, I'm dead. Wasn't expecting that when I woke up this morning. Well, I was this morning. Was I this morning? The time is all kind of running into one at this point. I really can't tell when yesterday was and today started. However, in good news, I have finally met the captain's sisters. Both of them. I always knew she had 2, but I'd only ever met one. And now I've met the other one. And, she's an experience. And, you know, you'd think dead, new galaxies to explore, boldly go where no living being has gone before. But instead, we went to trial. So that's boring. But, you know, never been to a trial before that had supernatural powers involved. And also I wasn't giving evidence or testimony, which was quite nice, really. I was just kind of there as an observer. Also, magic trials go much quicker than regular trials. Like, my goodness. Like, we didn't have to engage in any of the preamble. There wasn't 3 months of discovery and constant bickering. There wasn't 5 complaints put in about police mishandling of evidence and procedure. This was an afternoon. This was incredible. If the legal system worked like that for the rest of us, that would have been magical. But I imagine a bunch of civil rights groups would have been up in arms about it. Anyway, folk are innocent, which is nice. But the Caligieri crime family are also magical. And they want us all dead. I think they might want me even more dead. Not sure how that works. We're going to find out. And we may or may not now have magical justice on our side. But since the law doesn't seem to matter a fuck, but you know, we'll do what we can. We may or may not be engaging with other active vigilante, let's say, groups in order to combat said crime family, because that's apparently how we do things now. So I'm mostly sitting and watching while Effie does things at this point, if I'm honest. I'm hoping she's got a plan. Holy fuck, I hope she's got a plan. End of Captain's log.
Okay. So, yeah. Our first Maclean log. Who knew he was such a big fucking nerd? Yeah, Maclean has definitely got a secret Reddit account where he furiously argues about who's better, Kirk or Picard. And
that we need
Yeah,
more
for
Scottish
Janeway.
he's the one guy sitting in the corner saying Sisko's a fucking legend. I love the fact that I can say this and Chris doesn't understand a fucking word of it.
The internet sleeps on Cisco.
The internet sleeps on Benjamin Sisko. Sisko's fucking great. Fuck you. The internet just doesn't like him because he's the only black captain. And he was the second bald one.
It's a spicy take right there. You calling the internet racist?
Yes!
Yes.
Especially since I opened this with...
That's an ice cold take.
Especially since I opened with secret Reddit account.
Do you partake in secret Reddit? You too could be owed financial compensation for the emotional distress.
Being a racist.
Was your country taken away from you while you were paying attention? You too can be owed financial compensation.
I think that's the entire British public at this point.
It's not it's just
Scotland.
some of them.
Scotland, Northern Ireland, Wales.
Well, we got invaded by the English.
Exactly.
So,
we were paying attention.
Yeah. In fairness, at least Wales and Northern Ireland actively resisted. Scotland, we married into.
Oh, what the fuck did Wales blow up?
They didn't have explosives at the time.
Cheese toasties.
It was pre-black powder.
Amateurs. Can't get
Sheep shaggers.
See,
There's only so many sheep you can throw.
Who ever heard of a Welsh terrorist?
I mean...
So, I think we lasted approximately 3 minutes before we getting off topic.
I think you are vastly overestimating that.
I was going to talk about being terrorised by roving bands of burly, hairy Welsh men terrorising the countryside in close harmony singing.
Thank you.
Do that in your own time.
Oh, anyway, so, last as we left off, our players were in a fallout bunker come firing range as used by the Mildred Police Department, where their trial was held by a bedridden Judge Megan Monroe, with her younger sister Alex giving evidence as the prosecution, and her elder sister Tiffany as the standing in the corner and being fucking terrifying brigade.
She's good at that.
Strong brigade.
After judgment was handed down, Tiffany has now officially gone on the warpath.
But she can only strike at night.
Yeah, there are some, downsides to it, but, yeah. So, what was your biggest weakness is now currently prowling around with designs on hacking off your main antagonist's head. So we're all done.
Yay!
Now, also present, in order to give evidence for your defense, was the daughter of said antagonist, one Miss Luciana Caligieri, the Rift of Mnemosyne, who had previously had a wee interaction with Mr. Cal Hardaway. Also present in the background are the legendary lawyer Vincenzo De Rossi, who I'm gonna fucking bring in every subsequent possible account that I can.
If I say I know a guy, he's just going to appear now, isn't he?
He is your
Yeah,
legal...
sorry, your powers have been nerfed from I know a guy to summon Vincenzo.
Yeah, you can cast Conjure Vincenzo at any level.
Can I conjure Jimbo?
No, Jimbo the Destroyer
Oh my
will not be
God.
in evidence, unfortunately. There will be no 9 foot tall coked up skeletons running around here.
Speaking of, we got to play our Baldur's Gate campaign again because I miss Shovel.
Oh, fucking Shuffle.
Shovel is my best friend and I miss him.
I persuaded Kelly into playing a wizard, away from her habitual warlockism, and therefore she can now shove and shovel permanently.
Shovel is my friend.
Because you can just
I love
eat
him.
the scroll.
Come on, guys, let's go murdering.
Very much. Shovel is basically a Tom Bates character. I was like, what does your heart tell you? It tells me that I should kill. Kill as many things as possible. Wait, no. Come on, fellas. Let's go murdering.
Streamed something about fisting time when we got into combat.
Yeah, we got into combat with a bunch of gnolls and she just screamed, "It's fisting time!" And my dwarf barbarian
Which,
just kind of looks
I'm
over and
loving-
goes, "If you insist." It had to be the one time I wasn't playing a monk.
Shovel, but
It had to be the one time I wasn't playing a
not
monk.
quite in the right direction.
I mean, I have seen too many people step into combat in video games and use the phrase, "You're insisting on a fisting." And
Instead of risen with the
Well, that's
tism.
the first I've ever heard those words in that order.
I mean, okay, I'm gonna stop there because I'm gonna say something truly horrible.
Do it, coward.
This
If
is
there's
going
enough risen
on
with the tism,
the
they will be
internet.
insisting on a fisting.
I tried to warn
I've been
you.
listening to Frankie Boyle's podcast for most of today, so
That does sound quite good.
Frankie Boyle, Susie McCabe, and Chris MacArthur Boyd all in a room together for about 45 minutes. It's called Here Comes the Guillotine.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, it's literally just the three of them just chatting shite for 45 minutes. Really fun.
Frankie Boyle was talking about a film and it was just another version of the Terminator, was it not? I'm gonna need to look it up. So Luciana's nearby.
I mean, I was just gonna keep vamping until Chris came back, so
Yeah, we can eat Chris.
So where'd he go?
to get pizza.
Oh.
I'm
Valid.
definitely not reading tvtropes.org to give myself ideas for attacks that I can do later.
I'm amazed that it's taken you 20 episodes to do that.
No, I've done it before. I just
Okay,
actually found the proper page that I should have been looking at the entire time. It's not the most
User friendly.
user-friendly website, but I found animation tropes.
Yeah, because I was gonna say is you can only do cartoon stuff, Like, I'm sorry, you can't just snap your fingers and initiate a love triangle.
See, I wish I could.
Oh my god, I'm gonna do that.
I would tell you my ideas, except
No!
part of my thing now is I need to surprise you.
Also, I
So-
like being surprised with stuff like that. It's fun.
If
It
I
means that
surprise
all
you,
of
it's
you
actually, like,
means that all the viewers at
mechanically
home and you guys get to see the look on my face when I go,
Oh no!
"He wants to do fucking what now?"
So you like get surprised by insisting for a fisting?
I mean, only a Fraser does it. But yeah, I think a City of Mist character with the rift of just TV tropes would be fucking terrifying.
Oh
be
Jesus,
pretty
yeah, that's
scary.
just awful.
Actually, I think that would make a really good villain. That would make a really good villain. Someone who is just bending the city
Hey,
to
Fraser,
Yeah.
fulfill
stop giving him
various.
ideas.
I
What?
didn't give him that idea. He just came up with that by
Stop giving
himself.
him ideas.
It's fine. It's gonna be a long time before I run
Don't
another
give
one
me
of these
credit.
campaigns. Chris has got dibs on the next one.
Yeah.
Once Chris watches this back and then steals it from you.
Then he and I will probably end up writing that one together. And then yous are all fucked.
That's true. We would all be fucked if you two teamed up.
Yeah, but unfortunately, here's the thing. Yeah, that would be the one instance where we could do an actual play show and have an excuse for a musical episode. Because basically, this is just the expansion of that one villain from the beginning of season 6 of Buffy. Where, you know, the guy who initiates the musical episode, but it just expands out to all of TV tropes. That could be a really fun, like, little meta thing.
I think a town called Eureka done a episode like that.
There's been a few. There's a number of shows that have just been like, right, let's do one musical episode and sort of throw things in. Like, Lucifer did it. Which is a real shame, actually, because Tom Ellis, the guy who plays Lucifer, great actor, very charismatic, very attractive, can't fucking sing. He cannot fucking sing. Like, he does, which is a problem because he sings quite a lot throughout the whole thing. Because, you know, Lucifer owns a nightclub, and he basically shuts hell and goes and becomes a lounge singer. And the character in the comics is based on David fucking Bowie. But I remember I heard him do a version of Sinner Man, which admittedly is a hard song to do. But I remember sitting there and just going, this is really bad. I really like this show, but fuck me, his singing's crap.
It was that bad. I mean, it wasn't great for sure, but...
But to be fair, I think it is also now very, very funny, just to tangent off from this tangent, that apparently they're making an Exploding Kittens TV show where God gets sent down to Earth as a cat, and Tom Ellis is voicing God.
Of course he is.
So they got Satan to voice God,
Pretty
which I think somebody had fun with that casting. Because I remember seeing the ad for it, and I'm just sitting there going like, "No, Tom Ellis." Seriously, how fucking long is Chris gonna be on those pizzas?
Not long.
Good. But yes, so. Yeah, sorry to anybody watching that we haven't been, that we weren't back last week. I was experiencing a severe case of brain fry, so I didn't write a session. There's no point in us having a session if I haven't written one, so. Mental Health Mondays.
Makes you wait and anticipate.
That would have been the perfect time for everything to freeze. Patient. Right, anyway, so. They're all here at the firing range. Okay. Megan is in the hospital bed. Tiffany has just left. Alex is about to wheel her sister upstairs. Luciana, Vincenzo, and Peter are all sort of standing off to the side. Luciana on her own. Does anybody want to do anything?
Tempted to have a word with Luciana.
What time of day is it?
Um,
I have no idea.
late afternoon.
Right. So Tiffany just sort of took off.
Yeah, she just left.
So I don't know. She probably won't wait for us. Is the thing. So we might have to get moving, basically.
Well, we haven't got a plan together or any way to...
I think our plan is get everyone in the same place and just try and, kill him.
This isn't the ultimate showdown.
I mean, we don't really have much of another plan. If Tiffany goes there by herself and gets herself killed, that's one of our biggest pieces down.
Can you
I
kill
think we
anyone?
gotta gather our troops now
Certainly try.
and go fucking get him.
An Avatar can probably kill an Avatar. If anyone could do it, it's Caligieri.
He's somewhat still got all his marbles-esque.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of look at Luciana. I wonder if she could tell us anything about his plan.
Well, you will remember that Luciana was trying to engage you guys in a look. I know things about my dad.
Oh yeah, she wanted to tell us something, didn't she, last time?
Yeah, let's take her to a corner.
Yeah, let's take her. Yeah, that's in a less ominous way than you just said. But yeah, let's take her to a corner.
Well, she's not insisting.
Sidebar.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay. So, who's gonna hustle the injured pregnant woman into a corner?
She's pregnant as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know that
This is child, whatever that guy's name was.
because that was the reason that John Henderson was murdered.
Yeah.
Oh,
He knocked
yeah,
up
yeah,
Caligieri's daughter.
Yeah.
I just sort of waved at
Don
her.
took exception to, and Luigi took exception to that. Because oh yeah, you learned that Don Caligieri's first name is Luigi.
Yeah.
Which is, it's so hard to find him scary now.
I just sort of wave her down. I'm like, Luciana, come here.
She kind of looks to the left and to the right, kind of shuffles over. So that was an interesting trial. I suppose you're wanting to know everything I know about my father.
Yes, please.
If it could be of help.
Well, for starters, I know how he came back.
That would be nice to know. Yeah.
Before my father died, when my brother and I were still children, he took us to see this man, this strange man. When he spoke, it felt as if the whole city was shaking. And this man, he did something, and he awakened the power of myself and my brother. He made us into rifts. And I do not know how this happened, but through that process, my father anchored himself to this world through us, through our... He made us swear to to obey him and to honor him. That sort of weird familiar crap. And it seems through that he bound himself to this world and so could drag himself back.
So it was the loyalty that you had that brought him back.
Yes.
Okay.
But
So that breaks one of the chains.
Yeah.
Not quite yet, I don't think, but I have a way to deal with myself. My brother, however, is dedicated to our father. But I need your reassurance on something.
Yeah.
I need your help to escape the city. I want to leave. I want to raise my son somewhere far away. And I will make myself forget. I will forget all of this. My name, my heritage, where I come from, I will change my memories. And hopefully someday I will go so far from it that I will fall out of the mist and become a normal person again.
I mean, I sort of... One second, I turn to Effie and I go, didn't Peter have basically the exact same plan for Doug? So surely he had somewhere, like, set up. Seems easy, just swap out the pieces.
Somewhat, but if she has the ability to make people forget their past, maybe she could bring it back. Not important. We need to focus on the task at hand.
Yeah. I'm sure we can arrange that for you, Luciana.
No, I need a promise.
I promise. I'll make sure it's done.
In front of all these people and the judge?
Yep.
I will do it in exchange for a favor.
Is the information I have not provided enough?
I think it... I mean, I'm offering it for free, so, to your choice of dealers right now.
What do you
The
want?
information you do offer, I'm looking for other information.
What do you want?
My name.
You want your name?
My actual name.
You have forgotten this.
You could say that.
I will do what I can.
She puts her hand out.
Do you want me to do this now?
If I'm going to die, I might as well know what my name is to put in the tombstone.
She reaches out one hand, takes your hand in the handshake, other hand comes up, presses to your forehead. Effie, for you, everything goes white. Everything, the world comes a little bit into focus, like a little bit at a time, and you find yourself standing once again at the center of a web. Only this time, you're not alone. Luciana strolls in a small circle slowly around you, reaching for little things in the air, pulling them out. Let us see. You remember as far back as this? You know a few things. This is... By the way, just to be absolutely candid, this was not my work. I did not do this to you.
I will find out who done this to me, but at the present moment, let's figure out what it is, and we'll take it from there.
Your memories, they are... When I take somebody's memories, they are wiped away cleanly, like chalk on a board. You have been struck like a hammer onto glass. Again and again, your memories are not even, are barely even fragments. They are fine dust.
Well, it explains why I couldn't put anything together.
No, there is barely anything to put together. But this place, this is how your mind works. This is
Sort of.
incredible.
It's how I work, if that makes sense.
Connections. Your I know a guy.
Yeah.
He's beautiful. But fractured. It is... I do not think I can find your name. I am sorry. But if you'll excuse the theatrics, I think I know a guy who can.
Point at the string and lead away.
She reaches up and pulls out of the thin air the photograph. The one thing you had on you when you woke up. This, of course, the photograph itself is out of focus, but it is a connection. It is a tangible, living memory. And she takes it and pulls it, and it sort of stretches out, becoming three-dimensional. Suddenly, you are not standing in the web. You are standing in a room full of figures, all of whom, no matter how close they are to you, seem indistinct and out of focus. You hear muted conversation, laughter, and there's a taste in your mouth. Something bitter, but at the same time with a sweet tang to it. And you turn, you see the person, the indistinct figure standing in front of you, holding the camera. You see the flash, and everything slows and stops. Luciana steps out from behind the figure with the camera. So, who is this man? She reaches up to the figure next to you, the one who had their arm around you in the photo. She sort of gathers, sort of pulls together, sort of almost like she's shaping the face out of clay. And the fuzziness sharpens. And you see the face that Peter Finch was wearing when you were talking to him.
I fucking knew it.
Ah. Well.
I think this man knows who you are.
I think you might be right. Trying to get an answer out of him, and it's going to be another matter.
Who is he?
Shapeshifter.
A curious creature. I do not wish to bathe in the memories of others for long, but if he consents, then maybe I can find out.
We'll get to it. Let's deal with your dad first. And getting you out.
You are back in the firing range. To everybody else that saw that, you basically just saw Luciana reach up, press her, sort of like push Effie's head back for a second, and that was it. That's all you saw. All of that happened in the blink of an eye.
My head snaps back and then I'll look at Peter out the corner of my eye.
Peter is very deliberately making it look like he's not watching you.
I snap my eyes away, looking at Luciana and just nodding. I know a guy who will get you out the city safely away from your father and family.
Faces.
I swear he fucked you if you get
Summon
Vincenzo, I'm gonna hit you.
What would Vincenzo know about people smuggling?
He is
Sure.
a lawyer!
Immigration law.
He needs that high quality blood exported from overseas.
Vincenzo De Rossi is a well-known presence at every butcher shop in the city, and they all think he just cooks weird shit. Because he says like, "Hey, you got a bucket of blood?" Because you can get blood from butcher shops.
He's like, yeah, I make homemade blood sausage.
I'm making a black pudding. Yeah, because when have you ever met an Italian that loves a full English?
Full
Insert
Scottish for a
extra.
black pudding.
Thank you. Because I was just remembering the Bigger with Izzy and Brennan where it was it Eric Ishii who was just like talking about. She said the words "full English breakfast" and the entire crowd just went boo.
It was great.
You see an entire crowd go whoop 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 whoop.
Yeah, they were not expecting that.
No, they weren't. Let a bunch of Yanks loose in Scotland when all they know of Scotland is the English stereotypes. And it's magical.
I love the bit where they're like, we went to Edinburgh! Like, so happy, and all of Glasgow went
In a
boo.
Glaswegian theatre. And
And
not
they're
even
like,
one of the
"Oh,
nice
no."
ones.
I really
be
like
fair,
Brennan going like, we like everything you like, okay?
That is the okay shit, we need to not have this crowd fucking bluntly mob us to death on the way out.
It was fun.
It was
Fine.
great. You know, because it's a Glasgow crowd. They're not going to attack you unless you bring up sectarianism, and Americans don't do that.
Plus, we only stab the people of this. I'm gonna stop.
The
now.
English,
That.
the people who are south of the border.
Anyway,
Politics aside, I'm very tired and have very little filter. Even less than usual. Sorry, everyone, but no, I'm not sorry. So, Effie and Luciana have talked. We've had a little sort of nod and nod. What does everybody want to do now? You know that you have to deal with Alessandro. You know that there is a price on your head. And Effie has just thought of the perfect person to sneak Luciana out of the city. And unfortunately, Effie, unlike a number of these things, This is actually a face you recognize and remember.
Oh no.
You remember a man standing in a warehouse, whistling. You remember the
no.
rats?
We've already seen one man
Yeah.
smuggle.
Ah!
We saw him smuggle into the city. Why can't he smuggle out?
This is why I love your power, because you are just like, I know a guy that can help us, and I'm like, I can throw that fully back in your face. You do also remember, you never interacted directly with this guy.
They never saw our faces.
Exactly. The only person he saw was Maclean.
Oh, okay. Like, this could still work. Luciana, how in depth did you get in your father's work?
I was mostly in charge of the legitimate business. I handled the restaurants, I handled the shipping, and I handled a not insignificant portion of the money laundering.
I imagine you also deal with the insurance claims. Right, okay.
Of course.
I have an idea. Let me get into action. And have you had any dealing with the dock rat?
The smugglers that move about on the docks, nobody's ever caught them? No, I never interacted with him directly. He was...
Would they know who you were if you were to rock up?
I imagine my name would certainly clear a path.
Let's not use your name.
Certainly. I have
Okay.
money.
That's all we need. Okay. So, part of the
I'm
plan
the daughter of a
is
crime lord. I of course I have money.
So part one of the plan is to get you out the city and sever your ties with your father, then taking away one of his anchors.
Yes.
Yeah?
The wiping of my own memory should break the connection.
Hang on, what do you mean anchors?
My father has bound his life to myself and my brother, and our loyalty to him. Alessandro is devoted to our father, and has consequently never had an independent thought in his life.
So
But-
taking out the brother, I'm assuming, is part 2 of the plan.
Aye.
It would have to be.
Speaking of your brother, I want to ask you something about him.
Yes.
His whole power is fire, right?
He is Hyperion, the Titan of the Sun.
So he's like, I mean, obviously he's like resistant to fire, otherwise he'd burn himself up every time he uses his power.
Correct.
Is there a limit to that?
I have not seen it. You mean his resistance to fire?
Yeah.
I have not seen a limit to that, but also I am aware that the amount of heat he can produce is terrifying. There was a man who upset our father, and Alessandro set fire to his bones while the man was still alive.
There goes one plan.
So, I was going to say that feels more like a stakeout job, which feels like my area. So I'm happy to stake out. So if you, Effie, obviously, you know, you're the boss, up to you.
I'm not the boss.
If you're not the boss, then I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm working on this basis right now.
I mean,
I feel like it's more like a co-op, but Effie's really the boss, you know?
I'm
Guys!
brand new here, alright? I'm giving my two pence, right? If you're doing your whole smuggling operation, I can stake out the brother while yous are doing that. Watch his movements, see what he's doing, and then while that's going on, presumably we are coming up with a plan of how to extinguish him, I guess, is the polite way of putting it.
Well, he can produce a lot of fire, but other than that, he's still just like a guy. Things that kill normal people will kill him.
I do
Just
feel
have to
like
hit him a little harder than usual.
he can produce a lot of fire is a hell of a caveat. Unless you're planning on shooting him from very far away.
If only we were
let's drown him.
in a firing range. Do you think drown him?
You could boil the sea. He is essentially
Yeah, he could boil the sea, but then
dead
be
star.
surrounded in boiling water.
Can I bring us back to that firing range? Was that a pun?
No, we're in a. Look around you. It's a firing range. I'm just saying, we have access to guns. We're in a police station.
Maclean would know that the guns are not there are guns here. They are behind many locked doors, and you need to be a member of the TSG to get in, and they need to be fucking signed for.
Or you can be the police of chief. Police of chief? You know what I mean.
The precinct captain.
Yeah.
TSG, by the way, for anyone wondering, is Tactical Support Group.
And here I thought we were on the Trading Stars game.
I'm just saying, if we need a gun, we can get a gun. But it's
We
not really
don't
our
have-
style.
I was gonna throw this out there. I'm presuming, this being the main police headquarters, I'm assuming this is not where the SWAT or the tactical division would have been.
I mean,
If it is, then there's snipers. Then there's sniper rifles here.
see, the thing is, I don't see why not. This is a big, serious police station, and
It's like
they've got to
Bear
operate out
HQ.
somewhere. But as far as I'm aware, British police attitudes to guns are: we will bring them out when they are necessary, usually when someone else has a gun. But that's a high fucking bar.
Yeah,
True.
but mob boss
Major-
that can stop time. It's pretty
How
necessary.
do we feel about just a fuck ton of fire extinguishers? Like the foam ones?
I mean,
Where would
And then
Tartarus
beat
be in
him
this
to death.
scenario? Well,
Look,
if
the only other thing I've got is that you can't, like, flames can't burn in the vacuum of space, but we can't shoot them into space.
Hey Jay,
we
Out of character question.
Don't ask Quentin if he's got a space program.
if you lobotomized Alessandro, would that make him fire retardant?
We're getting cancelled for that one.
Team Crime
It's
Spree.
a by what? The 13th century? It's a lobotomy joke.
Thank you.
We will be proceeding with 4 players.
I know that's just
Should
fucked
just-
all. I know that's just fucked all the cameras up, but Chris deserved that one.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
Woof.
yeah.
Jesus.
I
The
can
question
still
is-
hear him laughing from the other.
Will he come back?
Be fucking better.
Oh wow, the
He
cameras
just
are really
misses-
fucked up.
The rest
He just
of it-
messaged to say I deserved that.
Yeah, you did.
Can I come
Can I
back,
come back,
please?
Well, if he says he's sorry.
I can hear him laugh.
Brief intermission while we message him on.
Yeah, just the
Probably all bully Chris.
yeah. I'm definitely not clipping
He
that.
deserves it at times.
Definitely not clipping that because Chris.
No, you're cut this out the font, Jay.
No.
Oh God.
Oh.
He said, "I'm sorry, Uwu." Downvote.
You should be
Chris.
ashamed of yourself.
You are not allowed to apologize in an uwu voice ever again. That is just. I'm not sure if that. I think that might be worse than the other joke. So you know what? Just for that.
No. Oh God.
Okay,
We
bring
need
him
to-
back.
I
we
can't
need to-
bring him back. He has to join himself.
We need to do something this session.
Yeah.
I like
Huh.
Johnny immediately saying, "Get in here," as if you aren't the one that kicked him.
Yeah, but it's the fact that I can't forcibly move him back in here. There's no gay baby jailed in this server. There's just disconnecting him.
There probably should be a gay baby jail.
Anyway,
If there was, do you
I
not think I
feel
would have
like-
been using it for the last 20 episodes?
we need to move on.
Before we have to add context to
We need to
Gay Baby
move
Jail.
past this and heal as a group.
I vote therapy. Who wants therapy?
What? As we were
One
saying,
of our group's already dead!
does anyone have plans?
The trials,
to send Alexander into
Technically, two of
space?
you are.
So we're good.
I think we should shoot him into space.
I think we should show him into space.
So,
Okay. So 2 votes for space, 1 vote for. Ah no, I'll vote
Hey,
for
Peter.
space. That's fine, sure. 3 votes for space. Fuck it.
how the fuck are you gonna get him into space?
I don't fucking know. Aren't they
with a
magic?
gigantic cartoon cannon. That's how.
Cannon?
Essentially, have you ever seen Pokemon? You know Team Rocket? All we really have to do is electrocute them hard enough and he'll go flying. It's generally how that works.
You are gonna have to use because you are Looney Tunes. You are going to have to
Shit.
use the Acme space program.
A gigantic
Yeah,
flame
Marvin the
shot.
Martian or bust.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should put him in a giant cannon and shoot him out of it into space. Not only will he not be able to set on fire,
There's no guarantee he's going to
be.
be able to pull out a cannon, though.
Try my best.
Oh god, that's the only option we've got. Unless,
I was gonna-
Peter,
Do
you
think
get
we
any
should have
ideas?
as many fire extinguishers as possible on hand as well.
Oh yeah, that's easy.
Back up.
Ideas on how to douse someone who's embodying the fires of the sun.
All at the same
Yeah.
time?
He's a very little son.
Chuck him into a black hole?
It's like I don't care. I don't care if he's only 5'8". That's still a star.
There is a very small chance I could pull a black hole out of this pocket, but it's not a very good idea.
I'm pretty
That's a
sure
bad
that would
idea.
kill us all.
Yeah.
And I think you're trying to avoid
Okay,
that.
well we don't have to necessarily extinguish the flames, but that shit's hard to breathe through as well. I did a fire safety course at one point, and like, you know, if you're using a fire extinguisher to put out a fire on a person, you'd be like, you know, you get warned not to spray it in their face because that like you could like suffocate them doing that.
My,
So, suffocate them doing that.
I mean, in my professional opinion, I would go with either poison him or shoot him in the fucking head from about 3 miles away.
Poisoning's very hard to do. Like, the number of folk that die for poisoning on purpose is very small.
At least that you notice, Copper.
I'm going to shut up again then.
Mal,
I
you
defend,
have something,
I'm not
don't you?
exactly a professional at this.
Mal, don't you have a bunch of pens in your pocket?
Neurotoxin.
Want to try and blow that, start that at him?
Spicy
Yeah.
neurotoxin.
We could blow dart that at him.
That or get
have
him to
some
sign
options.
a letter or something.
My initial plan was see if I can make him burn hot enough that he burns himself to a crisp.
Mm.
I don't know if
We'll keep that one in the back pocket in case.
Yeah, the question is,
Right.
what happens first? Does he burn himself to a crisp, or does he ignite the atmosphere?
Who did you say he was based on? What's his
Hyperion,
name?
the Titan of the East and the original Titan of the Sun.
So
Yeah,
you
I'm
could
not up to
just
date on my classics.
And I'm not gonna lie, I really missed a trick making him sound like Handsome Jack from Borderlands.
Yeah.
That would've been
Unadult-
really...
the
that would've been a good
unadulterated
move.
power of the sun, is what you're saying.
There were 3 different gods of the sun, and technically 4, depending on which
They could
translation you
not
read.
make up their minds.
Well, they were
Cal
sequential.
has actually got a good point about making him burn up. Suns have a lifespan. Stars have a lifespan. They do die and collapse. I mean, they usually go supernova in the process
then
and
they
burn everything
explode
and
and kill
bring it
us
to a
all.
crisp. So we maybe want to not do that, actually.
Here's the thing.
If we are
he
doing that, we
is-
need to make sure he's away from his dad, who could turn back time to bring him back.
Yeah, here's the thing. He's
Oh,
not an
that's given no matter
avatar.
what method of murder we choose.
There is
He's not an
a-
avatar. He isn't Hyperion. He's
Well-
a guy who can make himself very hot.
On that point, there are actually limits to my father's powers.
Oh,
Really?
do tell.
He cannot, in terms of turning back time to bring somebody back, he can only do that to himself. I've never
Perfect.
seen him do that to another
Oh.
person.
Very good to know.
Has Alessandro almost died before?
No, but my mother did.
Back it up, boys.
Wait,
We
not-
made a social blunder.
Not to be insensitive, was your mother an anchor?
No. She was his wife.
Pack it up, boys. We've made another social
I'm taking
blunder.
several steps back from this conversation.
Stop talking.
And my mother...
Hang on,
Let's-
should I put... I'm ready to put my foot in it again, guys.
Do it. Do it, you coward.
In fairness, in the majority of murder cases involving a spouse, the wife is the #1 suspect.
Are you saying my father murdered my mother?
I'm saying he's the first person that had a question.
I mean, she never said she was murdered.
Maclean, for
Just said
fuck's
she
sake.
died. I'm not gonna ask you how your mother died.
People die of more things than just murder. I mean, personally, it's mostly been murder, but I'm sure other kinds of death happen to other people.
Yeah.
Okay, guys,
It was
right.
actually murder. It was a rival crime syndicate.
Oh well, okay.
Okay, I take it back. You're right on fucking money.
I guess everyone gets murdered.
We are a
Okay.
crime family. It is kind of the most common way that we die.
That's fair. I mean, it is how your brother and father are going to die, so I guess that's fair enough.
Yes, that's the thing about
We
that.
are not a crime family!
No, but
This is-
we are going to murder them.
This is 2 steps shy of people
Sorry.
die when they are killed, guys.
Are you really wanting to admit that in front of a judge?
To
They
be fair,
know.
Oh, the judge
To be
knows.
fair, I am too doped up on painkillers to properly be listening.
Thank you, Mick.
Look, I'm sorry,
Anyway.
but second,
You're
the
welcome,
judge
Purple
already
Dinosaur.
was dead. Oh, this is unhinged.
I heard dinosaur. Did anybody else hear dinosaur?
Okay,
heard
let's go
dinosaur.
talk to the dock rats.
Right.
I'm done with this room.
Do we want to split up the party, maybe? Or, like,
Sure.
we stick
Do you guys
together?
want to go talk to the dog rats and I'll go with Maclean to stake out Alessandro?
I feel like if you stake out Alessandro and you get spotted, you die. So, might not be the best
Well,
idea.
that's why I'm suggesting I go.
Aye, the dead one and apparently the regularly dead one.
Like, what the fuck's he gonna do to the two of us? That's gonna stick. you
Well,
know?
we don't know if he can't die. There's no proof of that. Usually, like, he's kind of like a zombie deal. Usually, you take the head off and they're done. You know? I know you
Cal,
can't die.
I just cover my hand over Cal's mouth and go, yeah, we'll deal with Luciana. You stake out.
Yeah.
Number one is kind of just
Right.
raising his hand. He's like,
Number one, what? You good?
maybe I should go with the stakeout team and be like, emergency escape.
Yes, please.
That's
That
a
would
good
be
idea.
good.
That's
Sure.
a really good idea.
That sounds lovely.
I don't think I
Out of
could.
character, I fully forgot he was in the fucking room.
So did I until about 2 sentences ago. I was like, I definitely don't have the capacity to stand up to somebody like Alessandro Caligieri, but I'm very good at getting away.
Do you...
Another question,
Have-
actually.
Oh, sorry, your question first.
Why are we going to the dock rats to smuggle Luciana out of the city when we have a teleporter?
I mean,
Because
I assume that's a long ass distance to teleport.
Good
yeah, and I'm probably more useful here,
Fair point.
and they'll be able to forge her a fake identity.
Oh, no, Cal just kind of
Also
looks around. He's
good
like, "Where's Peter? Peter, come here."
Peter's currently standing again with his hand firmly clamped over Vincenzo's
I mean-
mouth.
You can let him go.
Just the dock rats feels really risky. Is there any chance that the cult of cards could help us with this?
Honestly, I'm not sure.
I think I've got this one.
Yeah, I think we'll be fine.
I mean, we have used the dock rats before, and I mean, okay,
I trust Effie.
they weren't particularly great with the last people smuggling that they did, but
But I trust.
yeah, this is more of a get people. This is more of a get people away, forge a new identity, and escape, rather than child slavery, which is what that kind of was.
Yeah, but also
but
just
child
plonking someone in another country isn't enough to for
Yeah,
her to have a life. So we kind of need these guys know what they're doing.
Yeah,
But
like
also,
if
Yeah.
you want someone abandoned on an oil rig in the middle of the ocean, I'm your guy. But
yeah,
Good to know.
we
Hey,
should
we did
drop
that,
Alessandro in a oil rig.
Let's not.
Evacuate.
you ever heard of Deepwater
Anyway.
Horizon?
We're getting off track.
Does take us
Right.
back to our launching him into space idea. You ever teleported to space?
I've never tried, and I don't think I'd be able to make it back.
Yeah.
Get you a
Also,
spacesuit.
I'd
Be
need to
fine.
get close enough to touch him.
Yeah, your hand would be fucking beef
Yeah, that's
jerky
fair.
before you could make it space. Listen, Peter, I have to assume that you've dealt with the dog rats before.
Many times and many different guises. Yeah.
Yeah, great. You're coming with us. Also, you had a place for Doug to stay, right?
I did.
That's
yeah,
fine.
it was a cabin in the woods.
Dog's in a secure location. Don't worry about it.
I assume you won't want to stay at
No,
a
we're
cabin
gonna
in the
use
woods,
that for
Luciana.
Luciana.
I think that would be more suspicious.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's
Also, I
fine.
do not have
But,
any
like,
sort of forest survival skills at all.
mhm. But Peter, you're not just going to sit around doing nothing, so you're with us.
All right then.
I love how you turn around and you're just like, oh, lazy cunt. Come this way.
I feel like eyes Peter just a wee bit too long. And then snaps back to the job at hand.
All right then. So,
Okay, hand to the middle, everyone.
No, Cal.
I look
please
around.
Don't.
Yeah, that's one.
Vincenzo puts his hand in.
Vincenzo!
Yeah. Come.
Vincenzo
I
just supposed to be
guess.
included.
Your hand's really
Wait.
cold, man.
I am a dead. I am a creature of the night.
Maclean, Effie, get those fans in here.
Oh shit, your hand is very cold.
On.
McLean puts his hand on top.
Does one put his hand in her beer?
Maclean puts his also very cold hand also on the pile.
Effie's got her hand in very limply, just like.
Okay, we got this. 3, 2, 1, break! Let's go!
Yay.
And he turns around and starts walking out the room.
Wildcats, keep your head in the game.
Sure.
Don't worry,
feels-
Luciana. We're not like this all the
Clear
time.
eyes,
Let's
full
go.
hearts, can't lose.
We pretty much are.
That
Really?
feels like a reference that I might be a bit too old for.
You didn't.
I think
No.
it's Teen Wolf.
No, it's High School Musical.
Oh, is
No,
it?
it's High
Fuck.
School Music.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, yeah, Peter still says
And
that.
Maclean is too old for High School Musical.
So is Peter.
What? Wait, I'm sorry. You heard the words "Wildcats, get your head in the game," and you thought werewolves.
Teen Wolf is, as far as I'm aware, a show that has a surprising amount of sports in it.
It's all about basketball. It's literally what Team Wolf is about. The movie, anyway.
Wildcat.
Yeah, wouldn't
I
that be
mean,
a
that
funny
is a
piece
good
irony
piece of
to put in the show?
correlation. Both Teen Wolf and High School Musical, the sport in question is basketball.
Yeah, in the show, it's
It's the only thing
Um,
connecting them.
in the
You're
show. It's that one with the
uncultured.
big sticks with the
Lacrosse.
net on the end. What's that called? Lacrosse.
Yeah.
For
Which
some
is-
reason, they made it lacrosse instead of basketball.
Yeah, which is hockey for wimps.
I mean, I was talking to somebody the
Are
other
you
day.
sure,
but-
my guy? Have you ever
Yeah.
been hit in the shin with a lacrosse ball?
You ever seen what somebody can do with a hockey stick?
I am, for one, I'm of the opinion that lacrosse is slightly more dangerous because the ball can end up at head height.
That's a fair point. That's a
Yeah,
fair
you-
point.
And it's
You're
wooden.
chucking the ball.
I will
It
still
does
say,
not slide
Yeah.
nicely along the floor.
that they're probably both beaten out by the Scottish sport of shinty, which is literally just field hockey for
Oh, yeah,
psychopaths.
shinty.
Yeah,
Shinty
I mean, I was-
sticks are a murder weapon for
Yeah, they're
service
quite literally
sports.
the thing we kept behind the bar for inclement customers.
I've still never seen a game of shinty. I'm like, shinty, GAA, these are like your sports for psychopaths.
I was gonna say hockey seems a little more dangerous, seeing as like they pretty much always get into fights in that sport.
That's ice
And
hockey.
also,
Ice hockey.
they're
You're
wearing
thinking of ice
blades
hockey.
on their feet. Oh, is there a difference?
Yeah, field hockey.
Yes.
I didn't
One
know.
of them's
considerably
on
more
ice.
genteel.
It's not. I didn't know there was non-ice hockey.
So
How
I,
wrong
honest.
topic.
Anyway, I was trying to move us on, and then we got talking
So-
about Team Wolf because Kelly made a reference.
So,
So what happens when you
to
make
High
references,
School
Kelly?
Musical.
Cal, Effie,
I've left.
and Peter are going to go and deal with the dock rats. Vincenzo is going back to his office.
Good.
Mal, Maclean, and number 1 are going to go back. Are going to go to scope out Alessandro. Luciana's going back to the hospital.
That makes sense. She's injured and pregnant.
That's fair.
She was in the building that you dropped on her father.
I didn't know she was pregnant. I would have.
I genuinely don't know if
Probably
you knew
still
that at
done
that
it.
point. But
I didn't.
you
I
still
found
threw
out
it-
afterwards.
She was still in the building when you threw said building at her father, who was also in the building. Reality's fun.
To be fair, I thought she was really evil.
Yeah. And the Fury sisters are going back to their jobs. Well, no, Alex is going back to her job and Megan's going back to the fucking hospital.
Mm.
Because she was
Which
beaten within an inch of her life recently. Within the last few hours.
We got the inch back.
which scene are we doing first?
Let's do the dock rats first. So, Cal, Effie, and Peter, how are you getting there?
Effie's going to call a taxi. Someone knows her a favour.
That's fair.
There's a taxi company in this city that is just has like a 1-for-1 board of just like you owe them and they owe you.
It's pretty much what it is. Like we're tit for tat.
Yeah, just sort of a standing arrangement because you've done this a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, 3 of you get
Okay.
picked.
Okay. So I know where this guy is. Let's head here, here, and then here, and meet them there.
Okay.
I've got their number, so I ping them a text.
You go speeding off. You get an immediate text back saying, "How did you get this number?"
I just send back the phrase, "I know a guy."
And you get a response being like, "I know who you are. Here's the address."
Thank you.
Effie has a reputation. She's got a tag for it and everything.
Yes, we know who you are.
Oh God, Harriet Jones.
Yeah. Yes, I'm so glad you got that.
Yes, so you guys go speeding off into the more industrial, kind of more run-down quarter of the city that is down on the river.
Okay, Peter. Tell me about when you deal with the dock rats.
Well, let me see. And he leans back in the taxi seat, and as he does, his entire body changes. He gets slimmer. His face shifts. His entire body, the proportions change, and between leaning forward and leaning back like that, he goes from Peter Finch to a young woman with dark brown hair and green eyes. Firstly, this is probably the form that I use the most. I've had to coyote a few people out of the city. This is sort of the standard. This is the standard shape I go for. They'll require payment. They are very happy with that. Do not offer the full price immediately because at first they will take it, and then you will need to offer them further money to keep for the, sort of the bells and whistles, as it were. Keeps them honest. They like to indulge in consistent business rather than one-time big scores. Despite his appearance, the man who runs this does actually have some scruples. He does have a little bit of an issue with trafficking people into the city.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Yes. Usually if somebody's coming here, they're trying to make themselves a better life, and they don't need to be secret. And if they can afford to be secretly smuggled in, that's usually not a good indicator. However, if someone's leaving, they're usually running away from something. And he understands the language of running away. However, if he starts whistling, then I'm going to punch him in the face.
Oh, please do.
Yes. He's got a rather talent for controlling animals and, for a short period of time, people.
There's a reason why we didn't bring Maclean to this bit.
Yes, you don't fuck with the Pied Piper unless you want to get drowned.
You pay the piper's price.
Indeed. You pay him properly. And then we won't have any issues. But let me do the talking, alright?
Okay. But I will be with you when you're doing the talking.
You'd better. They don't like people hiding in the shadows.
I've never been good at hiding.
So, let's go. You reach the location. I'm going to just slightly retcon things and say Luciana has come with you. Because that makes more sense.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess. I'm a little concerned because she's pregnant.
Not very pregnant. It's fine.
Still.
She's also the one being smuggled out and has the money.
True.
4 of you exit the car. Taxi speeds off. We're getting towards...
Effie makes a mental tally of the board.
Yep. And you approach the warehouse that was indicated to you. It's quite a ways down the river from the last one you encountered these guys in. But you know that you would know from their general reputation that they tend to move around a lot. It's one of the reasons they've managed to stay free. The other being that every single rat, pigeon, and whatever acts as sort of their early warning system against the police.
If I see a rat, pigeon, whatever, I'm just gonna wave at it.
Effie just looks at Cal and just keeps walking.
I made a pigeon rat.
Father.
God, no, I'm not. No, not again. Not again. Little Timmy will
Can't
not
do it
reach
again.
universes.
We love little Timmy.
Please
That's
don't bring
that's
Logan
too long a story. We
I
can't.
refuse to
we can't
provide
go into that.
context.
We cannot go into
Anywho.
that tangent.
But just imagine if Matt Berry was a really jacked rat. Anyway,
the camera
so
fused to its back. Anyway,
you keep walking. You keep walking, and
Yes.
it's surprisingly quiet for a dockside. Admittedly, you're a little bit outside normal operating hours, but it's quiet.
Effie,
And
takes out her phone and puts it on record.
is it just me, or is it just me, or are there usually more people around here?
yeah, it's a little concerning. Cal's just looking around.
I've got a very bad feeling about this.
Christ.
I have a very...
Now I do as well. Like, you can't say that without me also having a bad feeling.
Yeah, that was part of the point of me fucking saying it.
Just be careful.
Yeah. Effie! You do me a favour? Can you roll to face danger, please?
Shit. Ah. Okay, let's have a look at the old sheet. You've activated my trap card?
Let's have a look at your sheet. Yeah, alright. And I'll give you a situational +1 as well. For
Okay.
for Peter going, I don't like it, mate. It's too quiet.
Got a 4, I've got a 5.
+2. That's an 11. That's a complete success. You don't hear it, but you feel the pass and the force of the bullet as it goes over your shoulder.
That's not great.
That's not
Fire!
good.
There's just the the
I
bullet
grab
goes
Luciana and pull her to cover.
whizzing past your ear. Peter fucking whips round and does the full
Shit.
spear you. Just goes, "Aye!" and grabs you and sends you, dives you behind a behind a car. Luciana, swearing profusely, goes behind you.
Yeah, I like making sure Luciana's okay as well.
Yeah, another shot takes the wing mirror off the car.
Fucking hell.
Sniper, fuck. Well, that's fun.
Can we tell what direction it's coming from at all?
Another shot. Yep, that way.
I know a guy that'll take the sniper out.
Okay, that's gonna be a change the game roll.
That's a...
That's a big ask.
Let's give it a go. I don't like that smile. That means you're going to invoke some bad shit.
No, I just have ideas. So, you are adding your unconscious network.
One way or another?
No, because this isn't you taking them down. This is you're getting someone else too.
Okay. I know your
Very-
mommy.
She knows your mommy.
I know how you make...
Yeah, it specifically says I know people who can make your life difficult. Yeah.
Right, let's go
You got
for it.
+2. What?
That's not good.
What did you roll?
A 4 and a 2.
That's a 6 +2 makes that 8. So that is a mixed success. That is not a failure.
Oh, I forgot you had a +2. Okay, I was like, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was nearly very badly wrong. Nobody's rolled Snake Eyes yet, which I'm very happy about. You hear a soft thump from a little way out. And then another gunshot that goes through the car you're hiding behind and into the ground at your feet.
Fuck.
Oh, come on!
Okay, I have a plan.
But this time you hear the sound of the bolt being pulled back. And then you hear a scream.
Cal.
Scream.
You hear a scream. And then another gunshot. And a long
Is it a
string of
Wilhelm scream?
swearing in Italian.
It's not fucking Vincenzo, is it?
Fuck off.
Effie slightly looks over the car bonnet.
You
Oh my
see
God.
Vincenzo De Rossi going backwards, holding his side. Blood flowing from the bullet wound in his side and his mouth. And you see a guy, shaven-headed, holding a very large sniper rifle in one hand and a smaller handgun in the other. Actually, having just dropped the sniper rifle, one hand going to his neck. Pulling back with the handgun pointed at Vincenzo.
Shit.
Motherfucking dingo twat!
How close
Levels
is
the
Vincenzo?
gun at Vincenzo again.
How close is Vincenzo?
Probably 100 yards away. A sprintable distance.
Okay, I'm gonna try and assist Vincenzo by jumping in the way of the gun.
Okay. This is abso-fucking-lutely a take the risk move.
Yeah, well, I have... Can I make it there, like, easy, or is it like...
You can sprint and do a Mr. President get down.
Okay.
But this is the definition of a daring, risky, or outright stupid feat.
I have
Please tell me
something
you've got
that
a fucking Bible in your pocket or some shit
I
like that.
have a plan. I'll say that. I'm gonna...
I have a plan, Arthur. I just need a small loan of $1 million.
I feel like... Maybe I should message you my plan. So
No,
that you
just-
can...
Right.
Okay,
no,
I'm...
Okay, on a scale of 1... On a scale of 1 to throwing a building that a guy is currently in at a guy, where are we
It's not
at?
that crazy. it's pretty much like borderline. It's like very classic toon physics.
All right,
but
then text it to me.
like if I roll well, it's fine. Like I can just describe what happens. But if I don't, then that won't.
Nah,
work.
roll and see how well you do.
Okay.
So what you adding?
I'm adding Toontown and Tone Armor. For sure. I feel like I have to justify
Literal
this by
tone
testing
armor
it.
to deflect the bullet.
Oh fuck, I dropped one of my dice.
Right, okay.
Wait. I'm texting you. on
Yeah, you better
WhatsApp.
text me because I need to discover whether or not I can justify tone armor, because tone armor is about making it funnier. And whether or not I will invoke one of your weaknesses is a Okay.
Do you like it?
That is some bullshit.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm invoking a world gone mad for this.
that's so fair.
So you can have a total of +1 and mark attention on your expression.
Wonderful.
If you roll a mixed success, this will still work. If you roll a full success, this will work with zany consequences.
I love zany consequences. So I have a +1 total.
Yes.
I really need this to go well.
Hey, Varry, you got any help points?
I can give you a help point if you want.
Is that before I roll the...
Yes.
She has to say
Yeah.
that. I would say this if there's a time for it. It's me jumping
Right.
in front of a bullet.
I basically throw you,
Because I was going to say,
like
Cal,
throw you over the car.
if this goes wrong, you're going to get shot.
I've rolled.
You have a +2 to this. What did you
Welcome
roll?
back to another episode of Vary wasting her help points. I got a 6 and a 5 +1, that's a 12. +2, that's a 13, really. 'cause
13.
She did
I'll
use
do-
the help point.
Oh, you face danger. Okay.
I'll go delete that help point. Yep, done.
So, Cal, you see Vincenzo going down. You see the gunman. And you, like us fully, for a second, you are dressed in full sprinter's clothing with rec specs. And you do a full sprinter start. Just, Nyum! And then as you jump, you are in full, like, Secret Service get-up. With the earpiece and the sunglasses and just, no! Everyone else sees this move in slow motion. And they're just like,
Get down, Mr.
the
President.
no seems to go on for like a full 2 minutes. It's like, no!
It's like different angles of it.
It's like, how are we seeing this? The bullet flies out, hits Cal in the stomach, and then you see his body just bend out. Like, just out the back. You don't see the bullet penetrate, but it just sort of compresses out and then snaps back, and the bullet goes flying off. There is a ping from the ground, from a garage door behind them, from the car you're sitting behind. Like, Peter looks up at just the wrong moment and it fucking parts his hair. It bounces back and hits Vincenzo on the leg. No. He's such a dick.
13, Johnny.
No. And hits the gunman in the leg.
Yes.
You shot him in the leg!
Fuck!
He shot him in his left leg!
Like,
Please don't sue us, Tom Cardy. Again.
He's not friends with snipers.
Cal, you hit the ground. At the end of your slow motion dive, you're back in your own clothes. The gunman looks up and points it at you and fires again. But misses. What does anybody do?
Nothing, I'm here.
I'm staying tucked away with Luciana.
Reasonable.
Like, I'm not a combat expert.
So is he up on a catwalk?
No, he was down. He jumped
He's
down.
just on the floor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he jumped down to. That was what the thump was, and then Vincenzo jumped on him. By the way, if you had rolled a full success on your I know a guy check, I would have I'd have brought someone else, but mixed success was going to be Vincenzo.
The success is you hurt the sniper. The mixed part is Vincenzo is here.
Yeah.
What? I'm going to ask Vincenzo why he's here.
Oh, well, he has a reason.
He definitely followed us because he wanted to be included. Okay.
Vincenzo just wants a friends.
Now I'm gonna attack this.
Vincenzo does not have much of a social life.
Vincenzo is lonely.
Vincenzo's mother, before she died, told me that Vincenzo need to get out more.
Oh, mama,
Can I-
he was at such a beach.
Can I do a second thing if I've just done a thing?
Yeah, what do you want? You're being shot at.
I pull out from my pocket a very large slice of watermelon. And I bite it all in one go. And then start spitting seeds at machine gun rate at him. You know something you've done is wild when Johnny starts flipping through the fucking page.
Just roll me to go toe to toe. Just roll to go toe to toe. Because he is firing a gun at you. You are machine gunning watermelon seeds.
But they're moving as fast as bullets.
Oh yeah, this is going to be horrifying.
The circus is in town in Toontown, I imagine. Because this is funny.
I'm going to once again invoke a world gone mad.
Oh, fuck yeah. Another level up for my toon physics.
Just because it's really easy to invoke this.
Yeah. So... +1.
You have +1.
This is when I fail and I needed the help point. Oh. Mixed success. 5, 1, 6, +1, 7.
So a 5 and a 1, +1. Okay, yeah. So you've just
borderline made it.
Okay, so the bullet hits you in the shoulder.
Fair enough.
Like an actual bullet would. Cal, you have been shot.
Yes.
You spray the watermelon seeds, and yeah, they pulp this guy's head.
Sick.
Like, you have left a bloody mess on the ground. You have just killed a man.
He shot my lawyer.
Well, this is a really fun and wholesome game.
A world gone mad. Remember, your toon physics can have disastrous consequences. This guy is now spread, like his brain is now spread across about like a 10-foot cone of the road.
Effie pulls out her phone, deletes the recording.
Ah! Vincenzo is hit! Oh, Cal's...
That's really...
Vincenzo, what are you doing here?
Ah! I haven't been shot!
Pricks her finger and gives Vincenzo a drop.
Tasty. Hey, Vincenzo! Oh shit, that really fucking hurts. Oh god. Oh, I didn't think it would hurt that much if it was not a steak. Vincenzo thought he would follow you to ensure that... Fuck! Vincenzo has never been shot before.
I'm getting that right now, Vincenzo. We're kinda in the middle of something. Why are you here?
Vincenzo knew you were going to face down the dog rats for information and an issue. He also knew that there were... Oh fuck. There were bounty hunters following you. So Vincenzo thought he would arrive as, how you say, a backup.
Oh, Vincenzo.
What? Vincenzo is off the clock. You owe him nothing for this.
Yes, I do. Come on, join the party.
Call me a ride home and we call it even.
How about you go and get yourself fixed up, yeah?
Am I going to need to eat something for that?
Effie looks down at the body.
He's dead!
You don't eat dead guys?
No. What
Oh.
am I, a monster?
I mean, we
Refrigerated pig's blood.
eat
Human-
like dead animals.
Humans are
stuff.
the exception. Humans are strange after they die. He's not okay. He's wrong.
Humans don't keep well. They go off real fast.
Okay.
I go home, I drink some 75 vintage water. Oh, fuck. Oh, Vincenzo's
Well,
going to need to regrow.
Let me
his
get you a
teeth.
taxi.
Did you just say otter?
Yeah.
My shoulder really hurts.
Say, it fucking hurts, right?
Bullets hurt. Who knew?
Yeah. At least it wasn't made of silver.
What?
I don't think I am allergic to silver. But still.
Are you allergic to garlic?
Thankfully, no. Vincenzo
We're
is
getting
Italian
off top.
first, a vampire second.
That would be terrible for an Italian, is what I'm thinking.
I check on Luciana.
She is very calmly still leaning against the car, just... I wish I could still smoke.
Yeah.
So I know what Caligieri's like goons generally look like, right?
Yep.
Does this look like one of
No.
Caligieri's goons? Okay.
Even if he's still on
So-
a face, no. This is
Doc Rats either betrayed us or it's one of the assassins that he hired.
this is a skinhead with a sniper rifle and some military fatigues.
Yeah, okay, so assassin.
Bounty
Great.
hunter,
Same
usually
thing.
less well trained.
Like, we need to keep going, guys.
Is this not where we're supposed to meet them?
No,
No,
a
you're-
little
you're-
further down.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going. I'm
Okay.
gonna
Peter stands up. He's
branch
like,
myself.
everybody okay?
Does he have like some hair missing?
He had actually changed shape again, but now he has changed back into the woman who was escorting you. Everyone alright?
I look down at like the blood soaking my shirt and I'm like, I guess.
Yeah, you need medical attention pretty soon.
Did it go through?
Is there an exit wound?
I checked.
Yes.
Okay, I'm fine then. Probably.
Bandages.
No, that just means that you're bleeding.
Oh
from
yeah,
two
I pull
sides.
bandages out of my pocket.
It pulls like rows and rows of
Like, an
hankies.
exit wound means that there's not still a bullet stuck in you, but it also means you're bleeding from both sides.
It means
Yeah,
you
I'm
don't
like, we
need
can keep
surgery,
going.
but you do need stitched up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, Vincenzo, are you okay? You're like a vampire. You'll be like, are you like fine with a bullet wound?
It hurt like a bastard, but if I drink, I will be fine. So
Okay, cool,
Vincenzo has done his protector of the night and is now going to go home, please.
Yeah,
Can
you shouldn't have
just,
followed
like
it.
blow on your thumb for it to pop back out and be healed? Is that not
I
how
don't-
you?
It's not really how like that trope works.
Oh,
I don't know if there's a thing is cartoon characters generally don't get injured, so there's not like a trope for fixing injuries. I think maybe if I just stick 2 plasters on it and a cross, I'll be fine.
okay.
Try that.
I pull out 2 like heel plasters, like ladies wear for like when they're in the high heels.
I think
Blister
I'd rather
blasters.
bandage it first and then put the plasters on, just as sort of like
Yeah. No, that's
be safe with both, you know.
Yeah. No, I get that.
No,
I get
plasters
that.
first and then bandages.
Can we get on?
Yeah. I start walking and I'm just like, I take off my jacket and my shirt and just start bandaging myself up as I'm walking.
Peter takes the shirt and jacket and just drapes it over her arm.
Thanks. Two hands as usual.
Pierre.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. So that would let you get shot.
Still appreciated.
He nods, keeps walking. Doesn't make eye contact.
Effie, I'm just now realizing that we brought the free people who are good at, like, have powers to do with subterfuge to the in-person physical contact meeting, and the free people who are doing a stakeout are all pretty good at combat.
We're being versatile.
I think I'm going to get shot a couple times before the night's over.
If we play our cards right, this is going to be a lot more talking than it is going to be fighting.
That's fair. Don't let me open my mouth.
Zip.
Wasn't planning on it.
Does a zip actually appear?
Yeah.
What?
You didn't expect a zip to actually appear, but when you go and like motion it, it does.
That's
like,
genuinely quite horrifying.
I wonder how the other guys are getting on.
Anyway,
smash cut.
Smash cut. Mal and Maclean and number one. You guys have left the firing range. You need to find Alessandro. How do you propose to do that?
So, we know that he was at the hospital. So that would probably be the first place to check.
You know that Alessandro actually left the hospital because he was there. He both attacked Cal in the street and was there when the bar was attacked.
Me and King fought Alessandro in the street.
And
okay.
Alessandro ended up in the bar. Was there in the bar with his father.
So the last place we know he was the bar.
Yes.
Okay. So that means we've got to look for clues for Alessandro and presumably also his father's whereabouts.
Yes.
I guess we're gonna go on a good old-fashioned clue hunt.
Well, yeah, you are. Where would you like to start?
I mean, let's start with the bar. That's where we were last. See if any... Because there wasn't just the two of them. It was the two of them and goons.
No, it was just the two of them. Caligieri did all that damage himself.
Well, yes. I mean, I'm not saying... That, yeah, I know he's very capable of doing that. It was more to do with just, like... The two of them are less likely to drop something incriminating.
It was just the two of them in the bar. But
unless somebody managed to... Because they were fighting...
they were fighting Megan, Morag, Buck, Mark, and Janice.
Aye, so it's like... Maybe one of them may have torn a bit of shirt, a bit of, something out of a pocket. Let's have a look around.
Number one puts a hand on you and Mal's shoulders, and you are standing outside the hearthside.
Alright, let's go and look for clues. Alright, let's go and look for clues. See if you just find anything that doesn't belong here.
As you start walking up the steps, a man in a leather jacket and a pompadour haircut comes charging out the door and nearly knocks you down.
Whoa! Hey! Hello, nice to meet you. What's your name?
My name's Gene.
Gene. Lovely to meet you. Great hair, pal. We're coming in just for a wee look around, right? Okay? This is Mal and number one.
Yeah.
You may know them. That's alright. You're doing door duty at the moment?
No, I'm one of King's boys.
You're doing... I'm not going to explain the concept, but you're doing a great job, pal. You're doing a great job.
Well, I gotta go. Somebody's setting fires uptown.
Someone sent... Just look at Mal. I'm like, well, that seems to
Well,
negate
that's a major clue. We're coming with you.
Aye.
Okay, well, come on. And as he stepped forward, Maclean, you realise this guy's been carrying a sword the entire time. He's been carrying a broadsword.
Awesome.
Yeah. He goes charging off. As he does, two other guys come out of the bar after him. Neither of them are carrying swords.
Here, you two. Any idea whereabouts
Wait,
uptown
was he
these
saying
fires
that?
are happening?
Hey man, we don't know. Gene just said somebody been blowing shit up uptown. He's the one that got
No
the
address.
call from the boss.
Cracking.
Gene.
Right.
Let's just follow Gene.
I guess I was just thinking we'd teleport ahead, but aye, fuck it, let's just follow him.
Wait, you can teleport?
Just follow the hair man.
Well, they were hit. Like, that's Gene turning around and going, wait, you guys can teleport?
He can.
Hi. You got us to Mayfield Street? I can get you, me, and these two, but your boys are gonna have to wait. More people, less distance. Then let's go! Boys, you wait here. I'll handle things. And number one's like, fucking guess so. Okay. Hold on, folks.
Let's go.
Hands. Disappear, and suddenly you are standing on a broad, open street. With very few... There are, like, no cars around. But you suddenly feel an intense wave of heat. And as you turn around, there is a building on fire.
Of course there is.
And Maclean, you would know of this building. Because
Okay.
you are a police officer, you have dealt with... You've been on the beat for a while, you're a detective sergeant, you kind of have a general knowledge of... A working knowledge of a lot of the criminal organizations in the city.
Yeah.
The building is a bar stroke club. And I cannot for the life of me remember what I called it originally. When Cal went there.
It's a bar/club that Cal went to.
Yeah, it's the King's seat of operations. You would know this
dear.
as this is where the Uptown Kings operate out of. And it is currently massively on fire.
Shit.
I'm assuming the hair cut over there, these were pals we were going to be teaming up with.
Yes. Is there anyone still in the building?
There are people spilling out of the building, yeah.
Shit. Are there fire engines on the scene yet?
No, but there are a couple of people who have been sent running for water. Of King himself, there is no sign.
Fuck. Okay. Jean's got a sword, so Jean's probably higher up in the sort of like hierarchy, right? Because the rest of the guys didn't have swords. Jean, what floor would King be on? Usually.
He'd be at his table in the main room.
What floor?
Ground floor.
I run
Ground
in.
floor's easy enough. We going?
Mal's already running in.
I'm already running in. You don't know if flames can hurt you. So just wait.
You
Now we're then.
so stand here till you scream. Establish a perimeter. This is the roll.
No, fuck that. We're going in.
I'm gone.
She's fucking gone. Right, okay.
Number one turns.
I
like,
stay
"No, fuck
outside
that."
and begin coordinating
Like, no,
the
fuck
like
that, we're going
keeping
in.
people outside. Are you flameproof?
No, I can teleport though.
Teleporting isn't flameproof.
There might be people stuck in there.
You
Which
are
is
not
why
a
Matt
trained
was running.
firefighter.
Bye. Vanishes.
Fucking vigilante, fuckwit moron amateurs getting other folk killed like a fucking... Maclean starts coordinating the perimeter outside, makes sure that the emergency services have been called, finds out as much details as he can from all the people who have come out, and just generally, you know, starts effing and jeffing under his breath about teleporters who think they know how to handle a fire.
Yep.
It's so grumpy, I love it so much.
I wonder if Maclean knows how to handle a fire that comes from the fucking mythos of Hyperion.
Maclean.
No, because he's not in the fire department! Were you not listening to what he just said?
Classic training for the fire department. It's a Hyperion.
Hi, how do you deal with a sun flare?
Anyway,
Maclean.
I run into the building.
Maclean, as you are coordinating that, somebody grabs you by the front of your jacket and says, "Please! The king's still in there!"
We know it's being handled, okay?
He's fighting.
You're one of...
He's
I'm
fighting
guessing
the
he's
guy who
fighting Big
started
Flamey
this.
Boy. Yep, I know he's fighting Big Flamey Boy. It's being handled. You need to get your boys in check, alright? And if you've got other magic fanny backup who can fight fire, you bring them to me and we'll coordinate. You hear me?
You know what?
Magic fannies here. Everyone else, perimeter.
Roll to
Am I
convince. Roll to convince.
I will do.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's get some fucking mechanics going.
Go on then, Mike.
I hadn't even pulled out my dice tray.
Brother!
Oh yeah, Johnny, I'm just gonna take this time to ask you. You know the watermelon thing?
Mm-hmm.
Were you surprised by that?
No, but I immediately knew that it was going to have really, really violent and horrible consequences.
You didn't. You saw the watermelon coming when I said I reached into my pocket. You
Oh,
saw
no,
it
no, no, I
coming.
didn't see the watermelon coming, but it was not something that I could have, it wasn't something I couldn't deal with. It was not...
But you didn't see it coming. The specific thing is, did you see it coming?
No, I didn't.
Okay, I get
But
plus
I
one
wasn't
tonight.
surprised by it.
It says whether you saw it coming.
If it's any consolation, I saw it coming.
That counts.
That guy saw it coming.
That guy saw it coming. Yeah, and then you pulped his head.
Okay,
I mean,
so
when you said watermelon, I was just sitting there being like, please don't let us get racist.
I so upset that I have a card that's based around training and police work, and
It's all forensics and investigation.
yep, none of it's like crime scene and bossing people about.
Yep.
So I'm rolling to convince. So I'm shouting at him to do as he's told. So I'm gonna say that this is convince in like the police sergeant type of way.
This
I.e.,
basically, yeah.
I am shouting his reptile brain into compliance.
Yeah, basically what I was thinking is this roll determines how well you get through to him and how well he snaps
Okay.
to doing the thing.
So I'm gonna tap Unbridled Rage.
Yeah, alright.
Yep. Can I tap Criminal Investigation? I know my way around a crime scene.
I was gonna say you could maybe tap crime, but
I will tap either.
uh
If you're happy to give me crime, I'll go Unbridled Rage and crime and leave it at that.
no, I think criminal investigation works better.
Alright, that's okay, so +2.
You got a +2. And wait a second. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna invoke your PTSD.
It's not even remotely related to my PTSD. This is fire. I
Yes,
didn't die by fire.
PTSD is often triggered by high stress events, like, you know, a giant burning building and people running about like headless chickens.
Fine then, tap my PTSD, see if I care.
Mark attention on your defining event.
Okay,
I love
boys and
XP
girls.
systems like that. I love XP systems like that.
Hey, that's an 11 plus 1 then. That's a 12.
Boom! Your man fucking snaps to attention, salutes you, and legs it. He's like, somebody go find Lillian! Yeah, a call is sent up and people are very quickly, you see you see Gene, basically run over, take his sword, and fucking, smack it into a plate where you're like, oh fuck, there's a water main down there. One of those,
That would do
one of
something.
those access things that you see on the street, you're like, oh.
Okay, can I...
Bucket chain.
Does the bucket chain... Well, if it's a water main, that means it's pressurized water, so it's just gonna burst.
Yeah.
Can you... it was a grate that was over it, or a hydrant?
We don't have hydrants in this country, so I'm going to say it was like
No,
a
we
panel that he's just fucking smashed away.
And it's just kind of burst up?
Yep.
Can I grab that?
Are you going to try and, like, direct it like a tap?
Yup.
Okay, abso-fucking-lutely. That is going to be a... I'm going to say this is a take-the-risk move.
Jamming. And I'm gonna go with I'm gonna tap Revenant Strength because I'm strong boy now.
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna tap Undead Fortitude because I'm not currently bothered by the heat and I'm not gonna be bothered by the water pressure because I don't need to breathe.
I will also give you a situational +1 from the King's Helping. So.
Fuck yes, I've got +3, baby!
+3 to this. If you fuck it up, I'm using the water to cut you in half.
That was a 5 and 6 again.
Hey,
Motherfucker, that's
a 14.
14.
Fuck yeah, baby.
I guess the highest roll we've had.
So I use I direct the water to blast the smoke and fire away from the door, where magic swordsmen are now around me, right?
Yep.
And I'm like, okay, Gene, you're taking command. In you go.
Go, 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 go! So, yeah. You see this fountain of water sploosh up and you're like, right, let's fucking do something about this. You run over and as you feel this newfound, still very new to you, strength flowing through your limbs, you jump, you land, you clamp both hands over the main, letting out enough so that a pressurized blast of water that you can just direct by moving your hands goes flying at the building. Meanwhile, inside, Mal, you have gone charging headfirst into the smoke and the flames.
Yep.
You come running into the main room of the club. There's just smoke everywhere, getting in your eyes. The heat is unbearable. And standing in the middle of it, you see two men. One who appears to be on fire, the other holding a very large sword.
Okay. I assume they're pretty distracted with each other.
Yeah.
They don't really notice me come in, do they?
No.
Cool. Number one's hot on my heels.
Actually, number one is not behind you.
Oh.
Number one has gone into an upper floor.
Okay.
His objective is not help you, it's get people out.
Okay. I would like to unsheath my taser bat
Okay.
And aim for. Well, am I behind either of them? Am I kind of like in front of both of them? Where
You
how is that
are-
your position?
They are standing on either side of the very large round table, the chairs scattered and burning. You are about equidistant, let's say 30 feet from each of them.
Based on the fire in the room, is there any way of me circling around behind Alessandro without him seeing me?
You roll to sneak around?
Sure. Am I getting any situational bonus since the room is on fire?
I'll give you a +1 situational bonus because the room is on fire and he is very much occupied with trying to barbecue the king.
Just because I've got the opportunity. The roof is on fire!
So is the floor, so are the walls, so is one of the people.
Oh, fuck, I dropped my dice. Shit, fuck, sorry. Okay, that's a 6. And that is a 3
That's a 10.
plus 1. That's a 10.
That's a 10. That's a full success. Yeah. You, in the confusion, just slip round behind him as he unleashes a torrent of flames towards the king.
My taser bat. The taser's like right in the end, isn't it? It's kind of along the whole thing. Beautiful. I would like to take that, I would like to swing it up between his legs. And tase him in the balls.
Roll to hit with all you've got.
Okay.
Because one thing we've established now is that realistically, most of the Caligieris should never have kids.
Pretty much.
We are making
I
sure
might
of
kill him
it.
here, but I'm sure as hell gonna end this bloodline.
What have you got to add to this?
I'm not sure.
Because I will let you have a
To be honest.
+1 for this being a sneak attack.
Thank you.
Hit him with your best shot. Why don't you hit him with your best shot?
Either that or bullshit with your best shot.
Is there chaos comes in cycles here? With the sheer fucking chaos of the situation?
The amount of times I've hit someone in the balls.
I'm going to say no.
That's fair. Okay, then I've only got a +1.
Okay, roll for it.
It's a 4. That's a 1.
That is a 6.
That's a 6.
That's a failure.
Oh. I'm in danger.
Johnny hasn't had a failure in a while. He's excited.
Mal, you have gotten behind Alessandro, who is full ass focused on trying to turn the king into a pile of crispy cinders. And you take the bat. It starts. You can feel the hum of electricity through your fingers. You get ready to swing it up, and a hand grabs you on the back of your head and wrenches you backwards. Excuse me. I believe my son was occupied.
Oh, fuck.
And there is a crunch. And Mal, you die.
Well,
Again?
What I will let you do one thing.
Okay.
Just give me a flat 2d6 roll. If you get at least a mixed success, I will allow you to scream. Also, yes, the full benefit of your character is that I can kill you as many times as I like.
That's a 4 and a 3.
That's a 7. That's a mixed success. Yeah, Mal screams. And brain crush. Maclean, you hear the short scream from outside.
And I literally said the words, "If you scream, I come in."
And that's why I let her do that.
You're an arsehole, Jay. Right? I grab the nearest semi-responsible Kingsman.
Gene.
No, Jean's already in with the knights.
That's a fair point. In that case, tell you what. Again, you give me a flat 2d6 roll. If you roll a success, you'll get
4 total.
4 total.
Yep.
Yeah, you grab a regular dude.
I grab regular dude and I bellow at him. No one comes in here until the emergency services arrive. Am I clear? Beautiful. Plonk him in front of the door. No one! And I bolt it in. I'm going to take the cover with me.
Right. As cover.
The fire
cover,
water
right.
cover.
Right,
yes.
the army. Right. As you do that, can you do me a favor? Roll me 1d6.
Three.
Okay. You go charging in. I'm assuming the thing held up like a shield?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. You batter your way in and you get to, once again, to the main room. You see Alessandro pouring flames towards an indistinct figure, currently engulfed in fire. And you see Don Caligieri himself dropping Mal's body to the floor. And you're damn sure that she's dead because living people tend to have more head.
Okay. I have come in on the heels of the knights.
Yes. Caligieri is wiping his hand with his pocket square. And he looks up
Delightful.
as the knights kind of just... They're trying to stop him. Fah! It's like, to arms! And they go charging.
Magic. What way are they charging?
They're charging at the Don and at Alessandro.
Delightful.
I really like
I how rational am I? Mal's just been killed. You already tagged my PTSD a little bit there.
Yeah, and you know, your whole thing is kind of crazy rage.
Alright, I'm gonna throw the manhole cover at Don Caligieri.
Roll to hit with all you got.
Hope that he doesn't see me because I am behind the forest of swords that I've just run at him.
There's only a few actual swords, but yeah.
I'm a tag Berserker Rage, I'm a tag Revenant Strength, and I'm gonna tag Undead Fortitude because I'm in a fire and I'm avoiding smoke inhalation.
I'm not going to give you Undead Fortitude, but I will give you the other two.
Okay, can I tag Unbridled Rage? Because you tagged my PTSD earlier?
Yeah, I'll let you have Unbridled Rage. I'll let you double up on the Rage. This is kind of what we built. We very much geared your character towards this, so yeah, we're going for our +3 here.
Magic. +3, here we go.
Yeah, you might have some issues here. I'm gonna be nice and I'm not gonna tag your very basic combat skills because you're just hucking a thing at a guy's head.
Well, I rolled 2 6s, Jay, so you know.
So that's a 15.
15. Yeah.
That's our highest roll we've ever had.
Did it hit?
Yeah. What happens is Caligieri looks up, looking very unconcerned. And Jean comes swinging in, broadsword in 2 hands. Caligieri catches the sword, and then pulls his hand back like he's about to just fucking knock Jean's head off. And then a water main cover fully hits him in the face. And you hear the crunch even from there, even from the other side of the room, as he fully just goes. He goes from there to there. Flat in his back.
Save scum that, ya cunt!
Okay. The body begins to fuzz.
Delightful.
And Caligieri appears again, looking very surprised. Surprised enough that Jean sticks a sword in him.
Does that give me enough time to now go after the sun?
Yes!
Delightful.
Caligieri
Let's
is now
fucking
sufficiently
go.
occupied because, fun fact, the Rift of Galahad has just shoved a sword through his chest.
Question.
Yeah?
Did I get given my gun back?
Why would you have a gun?
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting we're in the UK.
Yeah, you don't have a gun. You've got a baton. You
Oh
got
yeah,
an
did you give me a nightstick?
yeah, you've got an
While my
extendable
character
baton.
is splattered across the floor, I'm gonna take a bathroom break.
Cool.
I mean, speaking of your character being splattered across the floor, there is a convenient taser bat lying on the ground.
Taser bat within scooping distance, extendable baton in your hand. You should also, as a sort of the standard police kit, you should also have pepper spray, but I don't know how useful that's going to be.
Isn't pepper spray flammable?
I don't know.
It's you. I'll Google that while you keep playing.
I
You should
am
also have
going
cuffs on
to
you.
in the grand and noble tradition of berserkers in fiction, I'm going to scoop Mal's baton, extend my own baton, and dual wield run at the back of Alessandra's head.
Yes, Barry, is pepper spray flammable?
Very, very flammable.
Cool, good to know. Yeah, roll to hit with all you got.
Alright,
hey, Kelly.
tagging the same 3 as before.
I was going to say, Kelly, do you happen to have any help points towards Maclean? Because that, I think the bat would count.
I don't actually think that I do because
That makes sense.
had around that much. I had to get rid of all my ones for Clark. No.
Yeah,
I don't.
fair. So yeah, we've got another +3 to this roll.
Yep.
That's
That's a 10 plus 3, Jonathan.
I mean, I was going to say also I'm going to tag your very basic combat skills, your weakness. So mark...
Perfect.
It's still a 12.
Attention on that.
Mark attention on your training.
Deal.
Fuck. So the Dawn is slowed down by the massive greasers who are currently just either stabbing him or wailing on him. And so you go charging straight at Alessandro. And as you do, you realize you've leapt off the like 2 or 3 stairs that lead down onto the main thing. And so you just jump, pull both feet up to your chest, and go 2-footed fucking boot into the side of his head. Basically, you just hit this guy like a cannonball.
Not like a 2-bob rocket.
Oh no, that's about to happen. So that's a
Excellent.
full success, because you get him good. The flames, the stream of fire that he's currently blasting towards the king snaps off, and boom! The 2 of you hit the ground. Very much with him on the bottom. And the full weight of an undead, large and in charge police sergeant on top of him. A large and in charge police sergeant moving at a fair whack. So yeah, that's an injury you just dealt him there.
Thanks.
You dealt him the damage.
Consequence will never be the same.
And do we cut away from this exciting fight scene to a tense negotiation?
Definitely.
No.
Yeah, this feels like the wrong moment to cut away. Anyway, so continuing. Yeah, Chris, you've just landed on the cunt, and he is going to attempt to ignite himself. What do you do?
Punch him. with a bat.
Okay,
Both bats.
This is now a go toe-to-toe because he is aware of you.
That's fair.
Yeah!
I'm angry. That's what I got here. I'm taking my same +3, thanks.
+2. I'm gonna mark your basic combat skills again.
Sensible. Let's go,
Fucking
motherfucker.
roll! Roll to knock fuck out of him.
That's a 9 + 2.
That's an 11! As a full success.
11!
Yeah, on a 10 plus, you can... Yeah, you get to choose 2 of these options. You achieve your goal, you get him good, or you block, dodge, or counter their best attempts.
And I get to pick 2. I'm gonna achieve my goal, which is kick fuck at him, and I'm gonna block his best attempt, which is preventing him from kicking fuck at me.
Okay. Yeah, he fucking reaches a hand up to, like, fucking barbecue your head, and you just break his arm. Fully.
Police brutality!
Yeah, fully. Batten comes down across, hits him so hard on the arm that the fucking forearm just snaps. And he has like a moment to scream before you punch him full in the face. Yeah. It is at this point now, Maclean, you are going to get grabbed around the waist and hurled.
Seems fair.
As you stand up, you realize, you see that it wasn't the Don that grabbed you. You see a very, very large man wearing a gas mask.
Oh no!
Oh,
and what appears to be a fire retardant suit. But you recognize those big hands.
Here we fucking go!
What did you roll? I asked you to roll a single d6 earlier. What did you roll on it again?
I rolled a 3.
Okay. Okay.
Have I started to heal yet from being smeared across the floor, or nah?
Yeah. Let's say that Mal, you open your eyes and you can feel an incredible pain in the back of your head. And a very, very unpleasant sort of slightly crunchy sensation as your skull re-knits. And you feel your senses and thoughts kind of come back one by one as your brain regrows.
That's grim.
Horrifying, thanks.
You still have all your memories. Your personality is still the same. We're not doing brain damage and what happens if you regrow neural cells here. She's fine.
It's magic.
It's magic. Yeah. This is a very severe injury. How
Okay.
big a change do I give you?
Change your accent so that Kelly has to do a funny voice.
I'm not gonna lie. Like the thought that crossed my mind is like, do I just change Mal into a bloke for funsies? But no, that's too much change for a character.
No, that would be amazing.
I think the wrong part got crushed.
Mal, you get yourself wobbly to your feet. You are currently still in the middle of a melee, I will point out. So you're actually gonna have to crawl away.
She looks exactly the same to an outside observer, but she has a dick now.
I'm not saying that you have changed into a man.
Okay.
Maybe she just wants to be Dick Girl.
Maybe she vampire.
No, that was Vincenzo. Yeah, Mal, you fucking crawl your way out. You get up and you're like, whoa, fuck. Mal, you are now about a foot taller than you were.
Shit. Oh, that's gonna take some getting used to.
Yeah. I don't think Mal was particularly short. I think you are now like 6'10", maybe?
She was on the shorter side.
Okay, so let's say you are 6'6". Mal is now 2 meters tall. Mal is also now, I think, maybe the second tallest person in the room.
That's fun. Am I any buffer for it?
No, you a string bean.
Oh. No, that's a shame. She was curvy before. She's been stretched.
No, you have the same. You are proportionally a foot taller.
Okay, same body type.
Yeah.
There's just more of her now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give you a workout for dying, especially because you failed the roll and that's why you died.
That's
So you are alive. You see Maclean facing down this big guy. You see Don Caligieri fucking sweeping King's men away left and right, with 2 of them with swords fucking ducking and hacking at him. He looks more pissed off than anything else. Alessandro is currently lying flat on the ground, dazed and with a very obviously broken arm.
any swords loose on the ground that I can grab near me? Damn. My bat?
No, Maclean is carrying said bat. He specifically scooped it.
Right. Shit, I'm out of weapons. Okay, this is gonna be really nasty.
You are in a burning bar stroke club. So, there are objects around if you are quick enough.
There's debris. Okay, anything I can use as a club.
Roll me 1d6 and we'll see how good you get.
4.
Yeah, you managed to pick up a still intact chair leg from one of the chairs around the round table.
Nice. Is there anyone between me and Alessandro?
No.
Nice. I'd like to beat his head in.
Okay.
I love how Jay had such a dead look in his eye going, yeah, that tracks.
I wasn't prepared to fight here. I really did think we were going to do a stakeout, but if this is the way it's going to go and we know that we can't get rid of the Dawn until we get rid of the anchors, then yeah, I'm going to take this opportunity while everyone else is distracted and he's on the ground.
Hey,
Let's kill the Horcruxes, bitches!
I gotta keep you guys on your toes. Roll to hit with all you've got.
Okay, let me see what I can maybe add here. Okay, with what I was saying about this maybe being the only chance we're gonna get, do you think I can use Carpe Diem?
That's the wrong character sheet. That's also the wrong character sheet. That's the wrong character sheet. Literally every character sheet open except yours. Yes, I will let you have that.
Thank you.
You are fully trying to kill him, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. You're gonna use my close to home tag, aren't you?
I'm gonna use your close to home tag.
Can I use Chumbawamba since I did literally just get down and then get back up again?
I'm gonna say no, because that's a purely defensive power. Like if you were doing a go toe to toe, like if he was fighting back, then maybe, but
Okay, so +1.
no, this is flat.
This is flat? I thought you were giving me Carpe Diem.
I'm giving you Carpe Diem and invoking a weakness. That's +1 -1.
Right, okay, fair enough. Okay, so that's a 4 and a 3, which is a 7.
That is a
plus...
7.
Oh, no, flat. That's a 7.
That is a mixed success. Okay. Mal, you are gonna kneel. You're just gonna fucking kneel on his chest and start battering his fucking face in with a chair leg. We're gonna do a few things, then we're gonna resolve this. Maclean, what are you doing?
Okay, Atlas is in front of me.
Yep. Squared up.
Atlas has a square go. Aye, that's what we're doing. We're doing a square go. He's got his face mask on. He's got a fire retard. He's got a gas mask on and a fire retardant suit.
Yep.
Square go.
Aye.
Aye.
I cast square go.
I cast square go.
So, Berserker Rage, Revenant Strength, Unbridled Rage. Do you want to add anything else?
Where go?
Oh, I've got PTSD. Let's go.
That's your...
Chris invokes his own weakness.
No, they're not with me. I mean, I feel like since, again, you know, he needs a heat-proof suit and a gas mask to be in this fight, and I don't, means I should be able to use Undead Fortitude.
Yeah, I'll give you Undead Fortitude.
Magic! I'll take my +4, thank you very much. Let's go!
Because this is specifically the guy that killed you, I'll allow that.
Punch his gas mask so hard you shatter it off his face.
I mean, that's the plan. I have
Fucking-
a baton. That's a 5 and a 4.
That's a 9
Says-
plus 4.
Yeah, baby!
That is a 13.
Let's see how you fucking look. I don't know. It's
Alright, Sarge, what do you do?
Hit him with his bad shot.
Tell me how
Oh.
you do this.
I look him in his fucking eyes, and I say, "So you like to make holes? Well, I hope your ma can sew, 'cause she's gonna need to stitch this!" I wasn't saying it was good, but here we go.
One-liners are not part of police training, sadly.
No, they're not. 3 part
Sarge is
terrible
not
moments.
good.
He just kind of looks at
Blind
you like...
Somewhere Effie just sneezes.
He looks at you and you just kind of hear a... The fuck? And yeah, you go charging at him. How'd you fucking hit? How'd you hit him?
Smack him in his fucking smug-arsed fucking face.
Cool.
Fucking.
You go launching yourself forward and you bring both the Mal's bat and your extendable baton down at the same time in just this huge overhand strike that shakes the fucking floor. You just boom! He goes crashing down. Mal, you hit Alessandro once. You raise the bat up again. Maclean, you are just fucking tearing at him.
I'd like his mask and suit off, to be
Oh
fair.
yeah, you're fucking tearing at the guy. You're trying to rip his fucking skin off.
Definitely trying to do that.
His dick off.
And then
I will resort to biting.
a few things happen. Mal, you're raising up for your second strike because you can see he's still alive. You hear a scream of pure fury from the dawn. Maclean, you hear the guy underneath yelling in pain. And a few 100 gallons of water come crashing through the room. And that, my friends, is where we will end our session.
Excellent!
Thank you so much for joining us. We will be back next week with another session of City of Mist. We're going to go over to Patreon and do our after show, where I'm assuming I'm going to have a few questions asked of me. You can find me on Twitter at JonathanHoney4. You can follow my games company, Old Alliance Games, at @old_games. We're finally posting things.
Yay.
Because, marketing. We've also got an Instagram. We're on there, just Old Alliance Games on there. You can find all of our previous episodes of City of Mist and all of our previous streams up on YouTube. We're streaming twice a week. We're doing this on Monday nights, and I'm trying to do a little solo creative hangout thing on Wednesdays or Fridays, depending on what it is. We're gonna fuck off to Patreon, patreon.com/JonathanHoney, to do our after show. So if you want to see more of us, head over there. And bye-bye!
Bye.